I am so excited to chat with all of you guys about your success with adding new TLCs to your business. So let's go ahead and kick it off. We'll start with Michelle. How do you include the TLC program in conversations that you're having, whether it be with customers or new people?
Hi, thank you, Logan. And first of all, I just want to say your makeup and skin look amazing today.
Thank you.
Yeah. So the first thing I do is like if I have somebody over at my house and they're trying on the skincare products or whatever they're interested in ordering, I always just say like simple, would you be interested in hearing how you can save 15% and get free shipping? And of course, people are going to be like, well, yeah, sure, tell me. So that's the easiest way that I just kind of like bring it up in conversation. And like literally this morning, I had one of my healthy skincare classes at my house, and I had some women over, and one woman just said, so how much is the core for? And another way that you can just bring it up, you can say, well, there's two ways to purchase. You can either buy it retail, which is $149 plus shipping, or you can join our Truora loyalty club, and then you get it for $126 and you don't have to pay shipping. And so that's something that I always bring up too. Just, it's super easy in conversation, but people love free shipping. We love free shipping, and people love discounts. So it's an easy way to bring it up. And then other ways that I bring up like the TLC program with my clients is I'm always, including it in emails. I'm always talking about, we say like TLC is the place to be. I'm putting it in posts inside of my Facebook group, and I always talk about it when I do my lives inside of my Facebook group also. So just continuing, mentioning it over and over again so that people are like, oh yeah, that TLC program.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like the more you share it, the more you hear it. Not only are they going to know about it, but it makes people curious. And I love the words you used. Well, there are two ways to purchase, right? And when you present it to someone like that, there are two ways to buy, and one of them saves you 15% and gets you free shipping. It's kind of a no-brainer of which direction to go, especially if you're already meeting that threshold. So that is perfect. I love those examples. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then Lynette, we talk about savings. So free/flat rate for my Canadian friends, shipping, no hassles, the flexibility. Which would you say people respond to most? And how do you follow up to their response?
Well, that's a really good question. And I've been thinking really hard on like the one that stands out. And it kind of goes together. When you mention the 15% savings and free shipping, it just flows better together, I guess is what I'm saying. And they jump on board. And I want to say, first of all, just like with sponsoring, but they're going to buy you and they have to trust you. And I tell my clients, I'm like, I've got you. That's kind of my phrase. And I'm like, I've got you, and don't worry, I'm going to, make sure that how to order, when to order, and what products to order. And don't worry about the details. I will help you with that. Don't let them think that they're by themselves. A lot of time I will do their first order for them, but I would have to say that the savings in conjunction with the free shipping.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's kind of a double header, that's just gonna, I don't know how to say it. It seals the deal. It's more powerful together that way.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love your response to that. Because sometimes, people, when you talk about the doorstep delivery and every 2 to 3 months, they feel like they're going to get stuck into things. But I love that you are talking about how you're their person. You have that relationship with them. You take care of them. A lot of the times you said you put their first order in. And I think that's what TLC is all about. You are their source of information. So I love your response to that as well, because we know that the savings with the free shipping is super helpful too. So awesome. Thank you so much, Lynette. Miss Karen, there you are. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Good. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. I wanted to ask you, when you're thinking about your business and we're talking about TLC, what does TLC mean to your business each month?
Wow. Well, several blessings to my business. One is it's an integral part of my business because it's really key in how I live. It's my living expenses as a single mom. So I actually enjoy the aspect of, reaching out to new customers and sharing the opportunity. I love TLCs because they're loyal. They are my future hostesses for parties. I'm back to doing in-home parties now, as well as True Aura beauty breaks via Zoom. I like to do at least one, if not two a month. So that's super exciting. They are my key to my next consultants. Actually, during the challenge, I was able to bring on board 15 TLCs, and one of those TLCs became a consultant, Lori Annan. So shout out to Lori, and she's already rocking her business. So that's another avenue. Also, they're just my greatest source for referrals. And that is proof because the majority of all my new TLCs in the month of January were all referrals. So in December, I set a challenge for myself to contact every TLC and ask them for at least one referral because they've been with me. They love the products. And so I sent, and I'll share my verbiage with you too. I sent out to each of them and asked them for referrals. And one of my TLCs gave me 6 referrals, and 4 of those came on board as new TLCs, ladies I had never met. So my verbiage that I shared to get referrals was this, and I sent this out the end of December. So this was before the challenge was even released or I knew anything about it. I said, hello, and their name. As a preferred customer of mine, I know that you're enjoying the skin benefits of our healthy products. I would be very gracious and blessed if you could refer the names and numbers of a few friends who would like to try a 30-day risk-free trial of our products. Who could you refer my way? Thank you so much for sharing and not just saving faces, but saving lives. Blessings, Karen. So my TLC started responding to me with names and numbers, and I asked them to reach out to those individuals. So it wasn't a cold call from me. And then I reached out to their actual, friends and family. So it's a way to do everything by phone, which I absolutely loved, and connect with them. So TLCs are just, a great way of strengthening every aspect of your business. The True Aura Loyalty Club was something I became passionate about when we opened our doors 4 years ago, and have continued to just reach out and share through it. So it's been a real blessing. And of course, that adds to your downline volume for your whole world. I knew from day one, within 30 days, I reached out to enough women to get myself at 2,500 PV, which is, takes about 12 new customers to get to that level. And I knew 12 women who, wanted to take care of their skin. I should say 12 people, because I also have men using the products. And I just reached out to these individuals because I wanted to get to that 35% maximum profit from TLC and the 50% for personal orders and retail customers. So,
girl,
it's
crushing it. Oh my goodness. Look at her maximizing that pay. Gosh, that is amazing. And I love that idea. I already see in the chat, people are like, can we please get those words in print somewhere? So I will, guys, I promise I will have her put those words in print. What an amazing idea. Why not start with the people that are using the product and absolutely loving the product to find referrals for new people? Because that was going to be one of my questions about, how you're getting a fresh list of people, those next 5 to keep talking to new people. And that's exactly how you're doing it. Clearly, I think that is a great thing that anyone can do in their business, no matter where they are in their business. So that is awesome advice. Thank you so much for sharing. I mean, the chat is blowing up. Let me see. Do you offer, I'm going to come back to these questions because they really are collecting here. Awesome job, ladies. Okay. I want to ask Michelle next. This is so important because we heard Lynette talk about it, and clearly Karen's got an amazing relationship with her TLCs. How do you maintain your relationship with your TLCs? Why are your TLCs sticking around?
Yes, this is so important because, as you guys know, it's a lot easier to keep a current customer than to get a new one. So anytime a TLC joins, we really want to nurture them and just deliver exceptional customer service with our TLCs. And one of the main things that I think is so important about our skincare, which Gary talked a little bit, is just like that continued education. Because when someone understands how True Aura is different and how it works with your skin, they're not going to go anywhere else. They're going to stick with True Aura. So I think that just continuing to educate especially our TLCs, but all of our clients, why True Aura is different and the power of the microbiome. I think that that is a huge thing in order to get TLCs to stay loyal. And another way is just to, if they're local, invite them over to try more products. If they start with this core, 4, then have them over to try some of the anti-aging or the makeup, so that they're not just using a few products, but that they're using more and more products each time. If I have somebody over and they join as a TLC or they buy the core 4, that day, I send them home with a thing of cotton rounds, because I'm like, I want them to, the day they get it, have no excuses to start using it right away. And I'll make sure that once they get their package, I'll send them like a graphic, one of the graphics from True Aura with the order of skincare, so that they know the steps. And then sometimes, somebody comes over, they try the products, but then it might be a month before they order. So by that time, maybe they need a refresher on how to use the products, the order. So I'll just kind of invite them over again, or if we need to do it virtually, go through the order again, just because I don't want those products to get underneath the sink in the bathroom where they're forgotten. I want them out, on the counter where they're being used every day. And another thing too, that, we just want to keep it simple. So I'll personally do it, or I'll tell my clients to mark like the cleanser with number 1, tonic number 2, day lotion AM, PM, those simple things to just keep it so easy for your clients that there's no excuse not to order it or not to keep using it every day. And then the other thing is, like I said, delivering exceptional service. Sending out handwritten notes a couple times a year, just, giving them your appreciation, your thanks for being a TLC customer, different like skin tips that you can send out, so that you're not just giving them the products, but you're really adding value to that relationship. And also too, like every once in a while, I'll do a TLC drawing within my TLC customers. It's kind of like a little perk that they get. Being a TLC, they get to be put in different drawings throughout the year. So that's some of the ways that I love to just maintain that relationship, build that relationship, and that trust factor that you want to have with your TLCs.
I love it. That is all such amazing advice. And I love that you talked about really talking about our product difference, because we heard from Gary today, there is not another product on the market that does all the things that our products do. So when you're leading with that, why wouldn't you stay around? And clearly you're doing that. I know that just this morning you said you were teaching one of your Skin Health 101 classes, which is such a genius idea. So those of you who are listening, if you missed that, she invites over prospective clients, or even I think customers you already have too. And not only teach them about our products and get the products on their skin, but also teach them about the microbiome, because that's exactly what our products do. So I love that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. And then Miss Lynette. So in our 2 days of proper product usage, 2 weeks to ask about results, and 2 months for reorders follow-up model, why does TLC make sense with that 2 + 2 + 2 process?
Well, I'm going to piggyback on Michelle. Giving them the regimen sheet of how to use the morning and evening routine is key to any client, whether they are on the core 4 or they purchase one product. You want to have it in front of them. And I actually laminate mine. I invested in a laminator, or it was given to me, whatever. I laminate that and give it to them. And I usually send it in the mail with a thank you as soon as they become a new TLC client with me. And someone, I think, on the questions was, do you give a gift with purchase with new TLC clients? A lot of times I will give a hand cream, just to answer that question. But 2 days, you want to make sure that they've, let them text you, have them text you or call you when they receive their product. because, you know, they might get it in a different time frame than certain parts of the United States. Ask them if they've opened it. Do they have any questions? You want to, you know, it's best to be on the phone. I do a lot of texting, but I notice I get better results if you can get them on the phone in person. That is key. Also with 2 weeks, I encourage them, first of all, to make sure they take a before selfie without makeup on. Try to, you know, do without smiling. I encourage them to do that, and to take a weekly photo. And it's not easy to get them to share their photos with you. I can tell you that right now. But if you can get them to share your photos, give an incentive for them to share their photos, let them know you're not going to post it on social media or Facebook, and just say it's just for our eyes only, so we can track your journey. I use those words. We like to track your journey with True Aura, so we can see your results changing. Because personally, my skin has changed. I'm not kidding. Every single day, my skin is changing for the better. And I'm totally being honest with that. And then of course, 2 months, when you give them a skincare regimen sheet, and let's say they've started out with the Core 4 or the bundle with the eye cream, then they kind of see, well, what's, you know, I don't have it in front of me, but you know, when they start adding BioLift or the day or night serums, you know, the treatments. So they'll be more curious about that. So also when they're doing their reorder, and sometimes, you know, 60 days scares people. It does, you know, but you can let them know, I've got you, and then ask them what their skincare concerns are. So start them out on Core 4 and eye treatment, but then, you know, your 60 or 90 days, start them on the treatment products, the BioLift, and, you know, depending on what their needs are for the, you know, the night treatment or the day treatment.
Yeah, absolutely. The 60 days. I love that point. It doesn't have to be the same products every 60 days, right? Get that Core 4 and eye treatment in the first order. And then the next 60 days, add those treatment products. And that is another good point about why this is an ongoing relationship. And I love Michelle talked about re-inviting people over. I love that point, Lynette, because sometimes 60 days really does scare people. So not only are you making sure you're keeping up with them knowing the correct product usage, because it is designed to last 60 days, but you know, you can offer that other option of just adding in different products for the next order. So I love that. Thank you so much, Lynette. And then Karen, I do have another question for you. And I know, Lynette, you said that you sometimes send that gift of a hand cream, but do you offer your TLCs a gift or a discount for referring, Karen, when you do that?
What I had done was offer gift cards for those who refer. So it could just be a $5 gift card, Starbucks, or and a $10 Amazon card. You know, obviously the customer that referred 6 to me and 4 have come on board, 2 more this month, so I'll have all 6 of them as TLCs. Definitely something for her. She might actually prefer product. So
awesome.
Yes,
okay,
but
good. And I think keeping those options open are great too, right?
Yes.
Because every single person wants something else. But
yeah.
Now I know you shared about how you're reaching new through your current TLCs and their referrals, but I also know that you have a whole lot of other different ways that you're reaching new people. So when we talk about that next 5 mindset, how do you keep that list fresh in other ways?
Okay. Well, I have a motto. You've heard of leave no stone left unturned. So I say leave no person left unreached. And so I have several different ways. So one of the ways is through the Share app. So, if you go into your phone, you have lots of contacts, and I like to reach out to about 5 a day with my verbiage, and I'll share that verbiage in a moment, and then we can also post it. And, if I'm sitting somewhere in an office, waiting for an appointment, I'll just send out 5 that day. So if you do that Monday through Friday, that's 25 people you've reached out to, and believe it or not, you'll actually get 3 or 4, 5 of those to respond back to you. So that's very encouraging. I'm going to share my verbiage with you, and then I'll share my other ways as well. Perfect. My verbiage there is, how would you like to experience a 30-day risk-free trial of True Aura's clean, healthy skincare? I've been using the products for 4 years, and you came to mind, as I love helping others to support their skin's microbiome with pre- and probiotic clean products. The basic skincare includes a cleanser, tonic, day lotion, and night cream. They're 100% toxin-free ingredients, clean and effective, and it's a 30-day risk-free trial. And then I put my website there for them to view, and then I put Saving Faces, Saving Lives, Karen. And the reason I say view my website is because all new TLC enrollments, I like to do myself. And sometimes I've had people go in as a retail customer and order $200 and $300. And if I do it myself, I could get them on board as the TLC. So I try to do it myself. Maybe that's kind of one of my control things, but at least get them initially set up. Also, I do a mass project broadcast text, and I have TLC retail customers and prospects from my phone in there. And throughout the month, periodically, from time to time, I'll send just a text that kind of adds value. It might just be a health tip. And then I'll send something about the products. So I use Project Broadcast, and I've been pleased with that. And then on Facebook every day, I send birthday wishes on their wall. And it will say, here's some more verbiage. I say, birthday blessings, message me for your free clean mascara. And then I attach the app, the birthday app, copy and paste it there. So my website comes up on their wall, and they'll message me behind the scene and say, hey, I would love a free mascara, or it might be a lip gloss. It depends on what I'm going to offer that day. It might be lip balm. And then I ask for their cell number, and if I could share a little more information about a 30-day trial of our skincare as well. And they're very open to it. If they message me for free product, they're open to everything else that I have to share. So yes, that's really key. And then, of course, the monthly True Aura breaks and beauty breaks on Zoom and Facebook, inviting their guests. And we usually have 5 to 6 on. My last one, I think it was one I did last month, had 17 on there. And we picked up several new TLCs. And it wasn't just me, it was my team as well. And then offering samples. I will share this with you guys. That was kind of interesting. And I'm really good with follow-up, but I did send 5 sample sets. I sent a text out offering a free sample set, and 5 took me up on it. So I sent those samples to them. One became a TLC. 4 of them I still cannot get on board. So I personally prefer offer a 30-day trial, although our sample sets are absolutely beautiful, but just really be on top of it with follow-up. And then I also advertise in Natural Awakenings. It's a health magazine in health food stores and here on the coast, and it's kind of everywhere. But I get about 5 to 6 fabulous leads a year for TLCs from that article. And it's usually when I post one of Gary's blogs in there about our products, I get feedback, and they'll call and say, hey, I saw your article and ad. So that's real key. I'm back to doing vendor booths as well. And then I have 5x7 laminated cards of kind of what you see behind me. That's my part of my ad, you can see. And I put those in chiropractor offices and health food stores at the counter, and I get leads from that. People will call me and say, hey, I saw your, or snapped a picture of your ad in the health food store or the chiropractor's office. So that's been really beneficial. And then, of course, we talked about my referrals. And then my last is salons, going into a salon once or twice a month. And I have a salon that sells organic hair products that has allowed me to come in to do skincare makeover sessions. So that's really key. So it's kind of utilizing every avenue, and no, it doesn't consume all of my time. It all fits in beautifully. And I guess the real key is to wherever you're at, reach out and share. And I've joined a Bible study group, and I'm an introvert, so I'm not someone who just jumps right in and says, oh, yes, I'm with True Aura. But a lot of people say, what do you do for a living? And I'll say, oh, I'm a skincare cosmetic specialist. I've been in it for almost 35 years. And they go, oh, really? What do you do? And all of a sudden the whole room turns. And next thing I know, I'm booked at a kitchen sink party. So it's, kind of putting yourself in places where other people are to allow the opportunity to share.
I love that. And it's a perfect example of how this opportunity really works for everyone. You don't have to be that crazy extrovert, right? When you're in the right places and you're sharing with people in your life, it just kind of works, right? That's amazing. You're clearly doing so much to share our products. And I love that. You listed so many different ways that you are reaching new people. And we are going to follow up with Karen on a future Better Together, so you guys can get some more information on each of the ways that she is doing that. But I wanted to get a little bit more information now on how you're getting in salons with our product. So we have that Better Together session coming up to follow up on the others, but how are you getting in salons with our product?
What I like to do is approach the salon and ask for the owner, because I know if I can get her on board and sold on the products, then I can get everyone else on board. So basically I ask, I let her know I'm with True R Beauty, and I let her know we're clean, microbiome friendly, prebiotic, probiotic based products, and that I would love to set up a skincare session with her to try the products. Now, a lot of times she'll say, I'm very, very busy. And so I say, could I get a sample set in your hand? And so I get her a sample set and follow back up. If she's open to that, then I let her know that I would love to come in and offer healthy skincare sessions and makeup sessions for her customers that come into the salon. And sometimes she'll ask me how that works. And I'll say, I'll come in once or twice a week. A month, and you will have scheduled your customers for me. And so I'll come in from 10 to 2. I will see 1 per hour. So that's 5 customers. I usually get them all as TLCs when I do that. And then I partner with her. And so I treat her as a hostess to get free product based on who I bring on board. But a lot of times I'll come in and do her skin, and then she'll have me come and do the stylist, because then the stylists become the ad for me. They're doing someone's hair and they say, hey, Karen's coming in on Saturday and I would love to set you up with her for a skincare makeover session. Would you be open to that? So they become the people scheduling the customers for me. So sometimes I have to go in more than once because they've scheduled maybe 8 or 10 people for me. So the approach is more of offering healthy skincare makeover sessions for their customers. And I will not go in unless I have a schedule. I'm not going to go into a salon and stand all day waiting for someone to come to me for a makeover. These are all pre-scheduled. So it's really a partnership with the owner of the salon that makes the difference in getting into the salon. I like to enroll the owner as a consultant. Ideally, that has not happened yet, but that is what I ideally would like to do. But I certainly don't mind going in and offering the sessions. Now, this board behind me is what is in their salon. I have several, and they're on a stand in the salon. And then she has a sheet there laminated. And it says, Karen Watson William for healthy skincare makeover sessions. Please sign up below Saturday, February 20th from 10 to 2. And she has the slots. So this is at the front of the salon when you walk in the salon. And so she really promotes that. Hey, don't leave today without signing up for your skincare makeover session with Karen. So you become partnered with the salon. And
and I think that really relationship with that salon owner is clearly key, right? Because you're treating them as a hostess. So then, of course, they have a vested interest in displaying your ad and in sharing the products, because clearly they already love them. So gosh, that is amazing and such a great idea. We did get people asking if that was a blown up version of your business card, but you said it's an ad, right?
It is actually my ad, and it has been blown up. It is my business card. It is my 5x7 cards at chiropractor's office. It is the 16x20. It is my 4x6 business cards that I hand out to everyone. So I've had it made in all different forms. And I have the slick. And what the girls do is just take my picture and info off the bottom and put theirs there and use the same info on the top.
That's perfect.
So
that's perfect. Anyway. I'm scrolling down for more questions. I do the same with the cotton rounds. Love that. They all want your verbiage for the first one. I promise, guys, I'm going to get it in print for the referrals. When you do in-home demos, I guess this could be for any of you, but maybe for Michelle, when you do in-home demos, do you only do the core 4 first and introduce other products at a later date, or do you share more than the core 4?
That's a great question. I actually have, I'm looking over my bathroom because I did it this morning. I do the core 4, and then I have the anti-aging treatment and the makeup. It's all out on display so that they can see what we have. But I do start with like the core 4, the microderm a lot of times.
I love that.
And then like the eye cream. So basically like the healthy skincare bundle, and then also maybe the microderm too. If somebody has super sensitive skin, like Gary says, like it's good to start with less is more at first. So I won't have them do all the steps. And then I say, do you want to try any of the makeup? A lot of ladies like trying the mascara. I have some like mascara ones. Some people like to get matched for foundation color right away. So I don't focus as much on the makeup. I offer it if somebody's interested, but my focus is more like the core skincare.
That's great. Awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. And then I think this is for Karen. Where did you order from? Your ad or your card?
I just get them done at Office Depot.
Oh, nice. Okay. Perfect. I love it.
And then I have a
okay. And then we have, sorry, go ahead, Karen.
No, I said I have you can get a store business purchasing card and you'll get up to 80% off. So everything I get done is very inexpensive. So just ask
Gosh,
for
that's
a
good to
store
know.
purchasing card.
What is that called? Sorry, one more time.
Called a store purchasing card, and you own a business because you're with True Aura Beauty. And so it says on there True Aura and it says store purchasing card. It's up to 80% off on printing. It's huge.
Awesome. That's good to know. Thank you so much, Karen. And then last question. I know, I'm sorry, I've kept you ladies a long time, but you're a wealth of knowledge. So, Michelle, let's talk about TLC upgrades. So with our current retail customers, how are you asking your customers and what are some words to say? And obviously Lynette and Karen, after she's done, you guys feel free to chime in how you're getting those current customers to upgrade to TLC.
Well, okay, for this, I love the Share app too, because, you know, for instance, one customer last month, she had bought just cleanser and day lotion prior, and I know she could just benefit from the whole core 4. And so it was January, she texted me, she's like, you know what, I need another cleanser, can you send me your link? And so I sent her the whole healthy skincare bundle with the promo and everything. And I'm just, you know, and I just said, hey, you know, this link or this video will take you right to my website where you can purchase more cleanser, but, you know, here's a little more information or something like that. And she ended up buying the whole core 4 and signed up as a TLC. Awesome. So even just like when they're interested in 1 or 2 things, you know, sending them through the Share app more information can just kind of spark their interest, and who knows what it's going to turn into. And then also with a couple of customers that have been retail that purchase a lot, I just personally reach out to them or call them and I say, hey, you know what? Over the past 6 months, you've bought this and this and this. And we have this program where with purchasing as much as you're purchasing, you could save 15% and get free shipping. Yep. And so I've had a couple retail, you know, upgrades on that. So even just looking back at your retail customers and seeing which ones are buying regularly or enough product, and then just reaching out to them and saying, you know, and just, you always, again, like the ladies have said, you come with the product. So they're not just signing up for this auto ship and they're just going to get surprise packages. Like you're always in contact with them. So you take that element of fear away in that sense. So yeah, just keeping track of who's buying. And then like another lady in December, she ordered the core, I think she ordered the core 4 of the healthy skincare bundle, but just retail. And she didn't tell me she was going to do it. It came through one day. So now I know when I follow back up with her, I'm going to say, hey, you know, as you're running out of product, I just want you to know that if you want to reorder what you ordered, you can get it at a discount.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
Yeah. So I think a lot of what you said is it's really knowing your current customers, right? And being aware of what they're purchasing and reaching back out to those people who are purchasing enough to benefit from the TLC program, or even if they're just shy of that threshold, right? Even if they're not ordering the full amount, hey, you're close to saving 15% and earning free shipping. So that's awesome. Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah. Yep.
Lynette or Karen, did you guys have anything to add on that? How you're upgrading your current customers?
Only if someone, for some reason, cancels their TLC membership because of life happening, whatever reason, or they don't understand the program completely. And you know what, sometimes they just rejoin, you know, a couple months later, like, oh, I mean, then they kind of like might get it, but that's if someone falls through the cracks, if you can't seem to communicate with them well enough.
Absolutely. Yep.
One more thing too, Logan, is every once in a while, I'll do like an incentive to join TLC within, you know, my customers. So I'll say like, you know, you get a free mascara if you join TLC by the end of this month or something like that. Especially if you know that you have a couple that are like thinking about it. A free
Yeah.
product or something is just that incentive to get it, get them to do it.
Push them over. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Sometimes they need that little push. Totally. And then Nancy said, was it Staples where Karen, no, did you say Office Depot?
Depot.
Office
Yes.
Depot. Okay. Got it. Awesome. Oh my goodness. So much awesome information. I know I've got to follow up and get that verbiage to all of you guys, but you guys, thank you so much for sharing all these tips and tricks. I know I have a lot of new ideas to leave with for getting new TLCs and even from our current customers. So thank you again, ladies. I appreciate you.